Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Browns, coming up next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Cleveland Browns. And for the second straight year, the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done. But I think these two teams today both find themselves at the end of the year in that mix.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap, he'll look to throw. Look at that! Slinged it across his body and connected. Now a 3rd and 2. Now a give on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And it's a good, solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Browns offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time? There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Back to the air one more time. That's complete there to James. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Throw across his body is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Browns with the advantage. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Browns.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the right side, and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Here comes a return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense ready for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And
nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now, faking the give. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Taking off. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. And that is incomplete. From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. That's going to be caught. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 2nd and 2. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And they'll take this across the 30 to about the 32. The Browns getting their punting team out there. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Niners offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. So we are at halftime here in the Super Bowl. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. The halftime show wrapping up. It's just about time for the final half of football this season as we send you back out to the Super Bowl and Mike Tirico.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 34-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now this team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it. In the day and age in the NFL where teams are taking overly aggressive approaches, I think this decision even takes it to another level, Mike. I mean, to go for it inside your own 10.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Point after try, forthcoming. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
He'll take off again. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the toss, they'll run. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
Here comes a return from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Up the middle they go. And he will work his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 6. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. And this is blocked. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as it comes with a 1:04 left to go in the game. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's got some space past the 20, and a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. They'll stick with him again. The whole quickly, he'll pick up about 3. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. A run now on 2nd down. Third and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42. And the Browns have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. What a moment. Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Cleveland Browns. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.